Okay, so I am live. So, hey guys, this is Ion here from Start Animating. Hopefully, everything runs smoothly. This is my first live stream. So, it says here excellent connection. I hope everything is perfect. I'm not 100% sure with the audio. I tried to connect up my studio mic, but for some reason it gave a feedback, so I'm using my laptop, the onboard microphone. So I hope everything sounds perfect. When I tested it, it sounded like there's a bit of a noise, but I hope everything sounds perfect. Let me know in the comments. Remember to say hello if you join. So today I'm just gonna create a 2D character for a new show that I want to start. So I want to draw a dog character. Now I'm actually gonna create two versions of this character. A normal version where he stands almost like a human, like a Garfield that's always walking up straight. And then I'm gonna have a separate version where he's in a dog position where he walks like a dog. So basically I'm going to create two versions of this character, and I'm using Clip Studio Paint to draw, and then obviously I animate inside Cartoon Animator 4. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Hey Dodo, how are you doing? If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Yeah, this is just a great time for me. I've been doing Start Animating now for over 2 years, and this is the first time I'm doing a live stream. So it's the first time that I can actually talk to you guys, and you guys can ask me questions directly. I want to do this more often, maybe like every second week or every week. I still have to decide, but if it goes well and you guys enjoy the live streams, I'll definitely do it every week. Okay, so basically I'm here in Clip Studio Paint. Now what I normally do is I open up the dummy characters inside Cartoon Animator, and then I export that to Clip Studio Paint. And the reason I do that is I will end up with this inside Clip Studio Paint, and all my folders will be correct. As you can see, everything is already set for me, so it makes things so easy. Hey Paul Williams, how are you doing? So it just makes, I know everything will be in the correct folders, and all my pivot points are created. Everything is ready. So yeah, I can just draw and I'll know everything will be in the correct folders. And then just what I then do is I just add a white backdrop, just because to look at that checkered background isn't nice to draw on. So I just create right at the bottom a white backdrop, and then right at the top I create another layer, and I just hide that. So now I have a blank canvas, and I can now draw on this top layer. And once I'm done, then I'll just delete the top layer and the bottom layer, and I can export everything to Cartoon Animator. Hey Paul, well and good. It's after my bedtime here in Australia. Yeah, I guess it is quite late there. It's now 4 p.m. here in South Africa. So what's the time there in Australia? I'm not sure how many hours you guys are ahead of South Africa. But yeah, it's now just past 4 p.m. here in South Africa. Okay, so basically what I want to do is I want to create a dog character. Okay, so on this top layer I'm just gonna design my character and draw it, and yeah, I haven't planned out my character. I do have a rough idea, rough, no pun intended. 12 a.m. Yeah, so it's actually morning there by you guys. So I want the head to be like a pear shape, like so. So basically, I want to create this a 360 head inside Cartoon Animator. So I want the head to be to stay the same shape, but everything needs to move around it. Okay, so I want my head to stay this shape, and then obviously I just want the snout to be maybe like that. Okay, but now I need to, when I design this, I need to keep in mind how I am going to do this inside. When I do my 360 head, I need to plan ahead for that as well. So I think the snout can be there. I think the mouth can be there. And the eyes, the eyebrows. And I'm just going to create the rough outlines. Like so. So I think that is a great starting point for the head. Remember, you guys can ask some questions, and let me also know what video topics you guys want me to cover in the future on my channel. Are there any questions you have regarding animation that I can cover in the future? Like I said, I've been start animating now for over 2 years, so I'm running out of ideas for weekly videos. So if there's anything you want me to cover in the future, let me know, and yeah, I would gladly create some videos for you guys. Okay, so basically I think this is the rough head. So I think the body can be about that shape or that size, and then I can add the neck. I think let me create the body and the head on separate layers. I think that will be easier, so I can create that neck and the body there. So I can just take that out, and now I've makes it just so much easier. Is it possible to make a realistic looking 3D dog talk? Is that now inside Cartoon Animator? I hope this body looks right. So guys, what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna basically design this character, but I'm not in this video I'm not gonna create all the different eyes and mouth and hand sprites, because yeah, I'll probably do a few, but I think it's going to be very time consuming and not very interesting. So I don't think I'm going to do that Okay, so I think this head can move. So yeah, I'm not going to do that in this video, so I'll do that offline, and then in the next stream I will do the 360 head with you guys. Then you can see how I do the 360 head. So let's see, Paul. No, but using other software that you teach, iClone 8, etc., or Character Creator 4. To have a realistic dog in iClone, I'm not sure if you can like import. It depends. You obviously you can make a dog talk, especially in iClone 8 with Character Creator 4. But it will probably have a little bit of a cartoon feel. But it depends on the dog that you're gonna use. I mean, there are great characters in DAZ that I like to. I like to get all my characters from DAZ, and so I will probably look for a dog character there. And okay, so what you guys will see that I'm also doing is I normally draw circles here for the joints. It just makes, and then that's also my reference point. Okay. Okay. So I think maybe a little bit bigger hands, and I think the feet and the hands needs to be the same size, because if I'm going to create the same character where he's standing like a dog, if his feet is bigger than his hands, I don't think it's going to look natural. So, and then one thing I also normally do is I only draw the one leg, and then I'll just copy and paste it and drag it into position. Then I know the sizes is all correct, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so this is basically a rough sketch of my dog character. And then, okay, Cat Info Detective, greetings, thank you for videos, learning a lot. That's great to hear, Cat. Like I've mentioned, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll gladly see if I can answer questions. Okay, so I think I've got my rough sketch down, so I'm gonna take that out and I'm gonna drop the opacity. Okay, so it looks like I drew the legs on the wrong layer. But it doesn't matter, I'm gonna delete it in any case. Okay, so now talking head. Now I just need to make sure that I draw everything in the correct folders. So front hair, there's nothing there. Nose. So now I can just delete everything here. There's nothing back here. Okay. And so now I am in the face folder and I can start to draw. I think what I am going to do is I am going to create a vector layer and then copy and delete that. Now you know what, I'm gonna stick with okay, the dude that made this has some serious talent. He adds a goat and cat as well. I think he used Maya. Is that Daz Dog 8? I'm not sure. Is it that 3D Universe? Is that the guy? Because I love 3D Universe. It's the guy who create content on Daz. I love his content. He creates. I love his style. I don't know if we're talking about the same guy, but Daz Dog 8. So I'm not sure if I've seen it. I probably have, but I'm not sure who created it. If it's that 3D Universe, yeah, I love that guy's content. Okay, so now I want him to be white. I'm just going to create a different background. Jump Kick is the YouTube handle. Okay, no, I haven't seen it. I'll probably have a look. Okay, so my cartoon or my Clip Studio Paint is auto saving. So just waiting for that to finish and I can continue. So I don't know what happened now with my Clip Studio Paint. Okay, we are back in action. So I just want to create a different color. Okay, file, save as. Okay, so I just changed the color of the background because the dog character is going to be white. Otherwise I'm going to struggle to draw white on white, so I won't be able to see anything. Okay, so Does any of you have like your own YouTube channels? Have you ever done any animations? Hey, Spam Can. Hope you're doing well. Where you from? And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Just want to round off everything. That looks good. None, I'm completely new to this, checking out stuff. Awesome. Have you done any animations yet? Or still playing around? Okay guys, as you can see, what I normally do, and this is the easiest for me, especially when you make mistakes, is I draw everything on a new layer. So because, for instance, let's say this spot that I've just added, if I feel it is too big or too small, I can always just adjust it, resize, and without making any changes to anything else. So this for me is just such a easy way. This is how I create my characters. I just feel it is so much easier. And then I will also do some shading. If I want to change color, it's so much easier if I work in different layers. Okay, nope, I'm completely new to this, checking out stuff. I'm interested in AI characters in 3D, mocap, metahuman, etc. Make sure, if you're interested in mocap, make sure to watch this coming Thursday's video, my next video coming out Thursday. I'm actually checking out a free mocap software where you don't have the whole suit. I'm actually testing it out and applying it to a character inside iClone. So make sure you check that out. I think if you're into mocap, that video will really help. None so much to learn. I will likely buy iClone and Character Creator 4. It's iClone and Character Creator 4 is great to start off with. It's the best software for beginners if you want to go into 3D animation. That's just my personal opinion. So yeah, I don't think you'll go wrong with iClone. You can always upgrade, but you'll learn the basics. Easier than Blender and Dash 3D from what you and others say. Yeah, just like I said, exactly. Great, looking forward to seeing it. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm gonna create an extra folder and call this spot. And then I just need to add a because I now need to think of my 3D head. So I want this spot to move as his head moves, and I actually forgot I need to draw this front angle. So I'll have to make a few adjustments. So I've got my spot there and I've got spot there, and then I can just resize this and move it. Like so. Great, looking forward to seeing. Yeah. Okay, and then I can move this to there. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna create the nose. The other reason why I like to draw in layers is now I can remove everything and I can draw this. After bed, I'll check back Thursday for the mocap tutorial. Thanks again, pleasure, and hope you have a nice night's rest. Okay. Okay, good night. Okay, cat info. I'm in the USA about 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Just got my first video done and on YouTube and Rumble. I guess you could say I cheated because knew it would take long for me to learn it all, so I hired. Well, why did you hire out? Did you get certain people to do certain things for you, or what was your approach? Okay. Okay, still want to learn more, but I hired a graphic artist, voice actors, and a CA5 animator. Turned out great, and we'll fine tune things as we make more. It's fun and quirky, definitely not Disney. Well, feel free to share your YouTube channel link. Then I will go check it out later on or subscribe to your channel. We'll definitely support everyone Okay, so let me know what you guys think of my dog so far. Does it look like a dog? I like learning from you because it helps me understand and communicate to my animator what I want to do. Maybe I'll absorb enough eventually to do some myself. Yeah, thanks. First of all, thanks for the compliment. I'm glad my videos are helping. But yeah, I truly believe the best way to learn is to do it. Even if your first animation doesn't look good, it's always just good to start. The best way to learn is to actually do it. So, but I mean, I get people to do my voiceovers for me because I just feel they'll do a better job than me. But yeah, I think if you can, if you can just start, even if it doesn't look good in the beginning. Best way is just to start. That's the best way you'll learn. Excuse me. There you go. File save. Okay. So let's do the eyes. So let's do left eye. Okay, normal. Okay, so what I normally do with my eyes is I want it to be like a light blue, and I'll show you guys a quick cheat what I normally do. Okay, so I'll just draw the eye, then I will move and resize it, drag it into place like so, and then I will duplicate this and I will drag it under the mask. Select everything, select tool, white, and there you go. So my mask is done, and that really, now I know my mask and my eye is exactly the same, and now I can just draw the iris. Okay, I hide out because it was going to be a long complex video and would take me a long time to get to that skill level. Yeah, animation does take long, but at the end of the day it does take long, but if you do it yourself, that's the quickest way to learn. Okay. But yeah, I think sometimes the quickest way is to hire someone to help you. Okay, so there I've got the eye. think what I am going to do is give it, just to give it a okay, so there's my eye. And now a quick thing. Now I just go duplicate all these, edit, copy, and then I go to my right eye. Edit, paste. Go to my iris, edit, copy, edit, paste, and mask, edit, copy, edit, paste. And now I select everything and I mirror it. There you go. And there you go. Nice and easy. So let's do left brow. Kat, let me know, where did you get people? Where did you find people that you could hire? On Fiverr? Where did you go and hire people? Did you find them on Facebook? Would love to hear where you found it, because sometimes good people to hire is hard to find. So would love to to know where you found them. Copy. Okay, so that is my dog so far. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make his snout maybe a bit bigger. To give it a bit more of a cartoony feel to it. And next up, let's do one mouth. Remember, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. If you have any suggestions for future videos, yeah, feel free. I'll definitely try to make videos for you guys. Sorry, I'm just Clip Studio Paint is just saving. It's one downside of Clip Studio Paint. When it saves a file, it takes quite some time. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. And I think while it is saving, I just want to share this one screen. So if you guys are interested, feel free to join my Patreon. It is at Start Animating. Basically, the Patreon, I'm busy creating my very own 3D animation film, and the funds that I receive from Patreon will go towards funding this film. And yeah, feel free to join my Patreon. And the great thing is I'll take you guys behind the scenes of my how I create the film and do interviews so that you guys can learn and hopefully be inspired to go and create your own 3D animation films as well. So that is the whole purpose of the of that Patreon, is so that everyone, all the members, all the patrons will basically get a behind the scenes and learn and see how one guy can create his own animation film by himself without a animation studio. That is the whole purpose. So yeah, your support will be greatly appreciated, and I'm sure it will benefit you guys as well. I just want to change this spot. I'm not really liking the look of it. There you go. Okay, that looks better. And also let me know if you guys want me to do these live streams once a week or once every 2 weeks. I'm thinking of every second week, and still release my my weekly videos. So yeah, let me know what you guys will prefer. Once a week, every 2 weeks. Okay. Remember, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay. My voice artists are also from Fiverr, except one lady I know from another Facebook group. Yeah, Fiverr, I actually was lucky. I got someone for my one of my projects, she actually did voiceovers for Nickelodeon and Disney. So, and she wasn't that expensive, so I was extremely lucky to find her on Fiverr, and she did a fantastic job. I'm so happy I got her, and yeah, sometimes there are great people, talented people on Fiverr. And the animation that you all of them got, did you get them on Fiverr, or where did you get them? Okay, so I've made a mistake here. Okay, let me do this over. Okay, so my dog character is getting along. I think what I'm gonna do is we're already streaming now for almost an hour. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add some shades to this character, and I think then next week we can do another live stream where I maybe do the body. Otherwise, this is gonna take. We're gonna be here for 3 hours. So yeah, let me just add some shades, and we call it a day. So let's start off with this right ear. Are you rigging these parts as you go along, or is that something you do after the character is finished? Yeah, basically what I normally do is I create. I actually take a dummy character from Cartoon Animator, export it, and then all my pivot points is already there. So if let me show you, you can actually see there's all the pivot points. And then once I've finished creating my character, I just drag all the pivot points to its correct place. So for example, if I go to mouth, I drag it to my mouth. Nose, right eye. So then after I finish creating my character, I just drag everything into place, and yeah, it is so much quicker, and you don't forget any pivot points. That's something a mistake that I've made in the beginning is when you try to do everything yourself, you end up forgetting these pivot points, and it's just so much easier and quicker to do it that way. So it's left ear. My animator and graphic artists are both from Fiverr. One is in Sri Lanka and the other is from Indonesia. I feel like a world traveler. How's the communication? Do you struggle with communication, or are they quite up to it? You haven't had any problems yet? Because I think that is one of the challenges working with other people, is the communication, and how reliable are they? Are the stuff handed in on time, etc.? I think that is one area where I will probably struggle a little bit. Okay, so that is my dog so far. I think what I am gonna do is I'm just gonna redo the right ear. So yeah, this is one area of the 3D head, is to get these blending right. You'll see the ear doesn't blend nicely into the head, and so that is one area that's normally a bit challenging to do. Where's the tolerance? Okay, so now to blend this in. Looks a little bit better. Now just the left ear, and then I think then we're done for the day. Maybe the eyes as well. So let's do that left ear. Okay, that looks better. And then I'm just going to do the eyes as well. Left eye, normal. Okay. Okay, so there is my head. So I'm gonna during the week, I'm just gonna make some adjustments, fine tune it, make it look much better, and then next week we will then start with the body and do the body, and I think then the following week we can do the 360 head and finish the rigging, and that will be the character done. So thank you guys so much for spending this time with me. I really appreciate it. I will definitely be back next week and to finish up this character. And yeah, thank you so much. And remember to, okay, there's another question. Communication is sometimes a bit of a struggle, especially with my animator, because his English is rough and I don't know his language, but we able to communicate well enough to make it work. Yeah, I think that is probably the most difficult part of working with people from other countries and languages. But I'm just glad. I would love to see your work. So if you have something finished, put a link. I will love to go have a look at it to see what it looks like. And so guys, thank you so much for being here with me, spending this hour with me. I really appreciate it. And I think I'll definitely do this a lot more often. And probably next week we'll continue with this character. And till next week, I will see you. God bless. Happy animating. And see you guys Thursday for my video where I'm going to look at a free mocap for 3D animation. So if you're interested in mocap, it is don't miss this coming Thursday. So guys, from me, Ian, I'll see you guys next week. God bless and happy animating.